I had a friend, hypothetically his name was Zach. He was very funny. Whenever he's in parties or gatherings, everyone's looking at Zach. Zach tells any story and people are just listening to him. Even if he wants to tell a joke, people start laughing before finishing the joke. I think you know such a guy. At the same time, there was another guy named, let's say, James. He was willing to do anything just to be like Zach. So he started telling the same jokes for different people. But the same story sounds boring when James is telling it. You know, I was thinking the first leaders in public speaking and communication skills, who taught them? And in fact, it's so simple. At first, you just think of a person like Zach or James and you study how he's telling the story. You study how is he connecting to the audience or to the friends or to the group. Why is it different when he's telling something than, for example, James? What's the difference? Think about your own Zach in your environment, because you know every environment differs. So what's interesting to that environment might be not that much of interest to another one. So the first thing you have to do is study these people. Communication skills are in essence to everyone. It's not a choice. It's not to tell stories, no, but much deeper than that. It's to connect with the person. And every one of you has to have some sort of these skills. You will use it at work, relationships, classes, anywhere. Because there's a hidden cost of poor communication. I'm going to share with you some numbers. The stakes are very high, much higher than you think, in fact. Failed communication isn't just annoying, it's costly. Relationships wither, opportunities vanish, ideas die, and team fragments. Consider these sobering realities. 86% of workplace failures are attributed to ineffective communications. The average person remembers only about 10% of what they hear in a presentation. So the presentation is not that important. The communication, the message behind it is what sticks. And most people feel misunderstood in their closest relationships despite constant communication. So there is communication, but not effective. I'm going to share with you now how to become the communicator that people want to hear. Because think of Zach again. This person, you want to talk to him. If you have a problem, sometimes you might share it with him because you feel that he's going to listen to you. He's going to connect with you. I have shared in a previous video, in fact, I'm going to put the link down below, that you have to become not ego-oriented, but audience-oriented. To accomplish this, I'm going to give you 5 exercises. First of all, listen first. Before responding, ensure that you truly understand the person. You truly listen to what he or she has to say. Don't just wait to reply. Number 2, again, know your audience. You cannot tell the same message for all audiences. So tailor your message according to the audience. Because many things can differ. The level of knowledge, the interest, the emotional status. Number 3, simplify ruthlessly. Cut for sure unnecessary complexity. The other person doesn't want to feel burdened. And for sure, don't sacrifice the meaning. Number 4, use stories. When you tell a story, the story makes sense. People are going to remember most of it. This is remarkable. And they're going to get the message easier. Number 5, embrace feedback. No one is perfect. And this is one of the most things that you have to acquire. The criticism is your friend. Don't be afraid of it. But not only that, embrace it. Because this is the thing that's going to make you grow. Why they didn't like the message here? What did I do wrong? Etc. And with fine-tuning, day by day, you're gonna be this communicator. The advantage of becoming such a communicator is much more than you can imagine. You're gonna open opportunities. Moreover, you're gonna feel that you bring value to the people you connect to. And the first thing that they're gonna appreciate is that you know how to listen. Knowing how to listen is the majority of being a good communicator. Don't be afraid of that. The irony is striking here, because in a noisy environment, to be heard, you have to be quiet, because by being quiet, you can understand the audience. To stand out, you have to step back. One key message to remember is that communication is not about you, but it is about the other person. So the question isn't if you're talking, but are you connecting? This is the 3rd video of the series Talking Like a Genius about communication skills and maybe public speaking. I'll be making a set of 10 to 15 videos, so subscribe. See you next time.